what is going on, Nitrosites? It is your boy, the Nitro General here, and welcome to Week 3 of the NPBA against the Los Angeles Slow Kings and Coach King Jesus. So, before we get into this, obviously, you see we got some transactions and stuff. We're going to go over that in a minute. If you guys are excited for this, make sure you leave a like down below. Subscribe if you guys are new. Share this video with your friends. Make sure you have your notifications on so you're not missing a new video every single Sunday. And make sure you have left me a comment down below about anything that happened in this video. What do you think about the transactions? What do you think about the battle, the team builder, all of that stuff. So, yeah, somewhere on screen right now there should be a timestamp floating around with the time of the battle start. I would really appreciate it if you guys could just watch this video in its entirety. See what I made for my transactions. See why I made it. Watch the team builder. Really helps it out, and that way you know what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it, and you're not in the battle and wondering why I brought this really weird set. I probably talked about it in the team builder, and it clears everything up for you, clears everything up for me, and yeah. So yeah, we're fighting TNA. He used to be TNA Lynch, right? He's been in the league a bunch of times. Really great guy, really great battler. The last time I don't think we battled him last season. I'm pretty sure the last time we battled him, he knocked us out of playoffs. So, which is only the second time in the entirety of the league that we have been made playoffs and been knocked out of playoffs. We've been in the semifinals, finals, or won the league in every single season but 2, right? Out of the 8 seasons, 6 of them, we have made at least semifinals. 2 of them, we have made playoffs and got knocked out in playoffs. So, I'm looking to get some revenge, but not looking good for us since we're 0-2 right now. So, and that being said, I talked about it in the last video. I had to do some team recomp, right? I used all of our transactions and dropped all 6 Pokemon, right? Unfortunately, it had to be done that way, right? We are 0-2, meaning that we can only lose 1 more battle this entire season in order to guarantee a spot in playoffs. And we could technically lose 2 more, but then it would come down to differential. And if we have a lower differential, if we lose 2 more battles and we win the other 3, there is a chance we make playoffs. But there is also a chance that we just don't, even though we work so hard. So, that being said, I needed to do something that was the best for us and for the team itself, and I felt like a lot of our Pokemon that we had on our team just weren't the best, and I needed to do something to kind of show the rest of the people in the league that we weren't playing, and that we are going to be fighting as hard as we can for the next season. So, I'm going to quickly go over these 6 Pokemon that we dropped, and then we'll go over the ones that we picked up. So the 6 Pokemon that we dropped Mega Absol, Salamence, Mousehold, Galarian Rapidash, Levani, and Galarian Mr. Mime. Now, I did not want to drop Mega Absol. That was a really hard decision for me. Unfortunately, it just was not as good in draft as I was hoping it would be. We didn't even bring it last week because I couldn't even fit a good set on our team, and I had already planned on dropping the Pokemon. So, the thing is that I really like Mega Absol. I mean, it's a comfort mon for me. I've been using this mon since Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, since it was released, and it just, like, I have used it extensively. I've had a lot of success using it in competitive. I think the reason why I've had success using it in competitive is because it is a very low usage Mega, so I catch a lot of people off guard with it, and that's why I feel like I've had so much success with it. In draft, when somebody's looking at the stats and looking at the moveset for the better part of a week before we do our battle, chances are they know what it's going to do, what it can do, what it's really well at, what it's bad at, and unfortunately, it's really easy to prep for, right? And as much as I really liked that, as much as I was really excited about our team being so anti-hazards, having a Magic Bounce mon, it didn't stop our opponent from going for hazards. Turn 1, week 1. So, yeah. And as much as I love this mon, I kind of get stuck in this mindset of needing to have 3 stab-type moves on it for really to do anything in draft. Sucker Punch, Knockoff, and Night Slash. I feel like sometimes we could forego Sucker Punch if we can outspeed what we need to outspeed with it. But I've always had Sucker Punch on it, and it's very hard for me to justify bringing it without having it. And that only leaves 1 spot for a coverage move, and I just didn't feel like it was the best for us. I really thought that maybe having a bunch of other really heavy hitters was what we needed to kind of make up for where Absol lacked, but it just hadn't shown me that it's really good in draft. I feel like doubles, maybe it would be better. Look, I'm a doubles player playing in a singles league, man. Like, that is the bottom line. Not trying to make excuses, but I haven't played singles in a long time, and usually I do play a little bit before I start a singles league, but unfortunately this season I did not do any prep in singles before it, and it is really showing that I am really, really rusty when it comes to singles. So, Salamence I didn't want to drop, right? That is probably the Pokemon I had the hardest time dropping going into this, because I really like this Mon. It was one that I was so excited about drafting. It's still one of my favorite Mons, one of my favorite pseudos. I think like my third favorite pseudo after Dragapult and Metagross. I absolutely love Salamence. It's so awesome. Hits super hard. It is 4 times weak to ice. I was fully aware going into this. I wasn't really concerned about it. But unfortunately we picked up a fairy. We did pick up a fairy type. We picked up a dragon type. We picked up a flying type. Because we picked up Mons that did literally everything that Salamence did. It had to be dropped for just so I could pick up a different Pokemon with coverage, right? That's how it went with 3 out of the next 4 Pokemon we're going to talk about, since Rapidash is the only other one that I really knew I had to draft, and it kind of just snowballed to the fact that, like, I knew that I was going to have to drop that Pokemon, but I needed to drop other ones in order to pick up things. Like, I had to drop a Mon to pick up a fairy type, and then because of that, I had to drop a Mon to pick up where that Mon I just dropped, what that did, and it was just a snowball effect. So Maushold, we haven't even brought once this entire season, right? And I really wanted to keep it. It was definitely an impulse pick for me. I really, really wanted to keep it. Unfortunately, I had to get a replacement for Levani in Tier 3, which means that I had to drop a Tier 3, and Maushold was the last one that I ended up dropping. I really, really like this Mon. I think it's really good. I do think it's probably better in doubles draft. Friend Guard is really good, as well as Follow Me and Helping Hand and stuff like that. Totally useless in singles. I feel like in draft specifically, it is a better doubles Mon, and I really thought that, it put us in a really good speed tier, but, yeah. Also, our team was extremely physical. I needed to fix that. I don't think I've ever had a draft that was so physically offensive. So I needed to pick up some Mons that were especially offensive, and I think we did just that. So, Galarian Rapidash, I don't even want to talk about this Mon, guys. Like, I feel so embarrassed because going into this league, before the league even started, Galarian Rapidash was the Pokemon that I wanted to draft, right? I've used it for a little bit of success in competitive, very, very little bit. I think it's just because, again, just like Absol, I catch people off guard with it. Can't really catch people off guard with it in regular draft. I didn't even think about it not having a decent ability until I drafted it, right? And then I realized that it had nothing at all that was going to be useful for our team. It does have that Sweet Veil or Pastel Veil, not Sweet Veil, Pastel Veil that stops it from falling asleep. But other than that, it doesn't do anything. Runaway, completely useless. Whatever its other ability is, completely useless. I don't even remember what it was. It's just not a good Pokemon in draft. I really felt like it was going to be better for us. But unfortunately, I had a set that worked in regular competitive, but it does not work in draft. So, yeah, that's it. It is what it is. I had to drop it, guys. I really, really did. That was the one I knew I needed to drop to find something better. So, Levani and Galarian Mr. Mime fall into the spot that I both really like these Pokemon. Had to drop them for type coverage wise, right? Galarian Mr. Mime, really good Eviolite Mon. Unfortunately, we didn't bring it at all this season. Picked up a different ice type, had to drop it, right? Levani, love Sticky Webs. I think it did exactly what it needed to do last week, forcing Corviknight to go for a second Defog in order to get rid of the Sticky Webs. I really felt like it did exactly what I needed it to do, and I feel like it would do exactly what I needed it to do, bringing it into more, farther into the league. But unfortunately, just for typings wise, I had to drop it. And I picked up a different Sticky Webs Mon in Tier 3, and then we had to drop Levani. Again, that was another mon I really, really struggled with because I really wanted to drop it. I think it's a very, very underrated mon. I still don't change it, and I very well might draft it in a future league, again, to kind of get the chance to use it, because I did not get the chance to really use it this season. So, yeah. Alright, so let's talk about the Pokemon we picked up, right? So we dropped Mega Absol. I had to pick up another Mega. I really felt like I needed something that was a little bit more powerful. I said, screw it, let's not go for a fun mon that, I wanted to use. Let's go for something to show that I'm not playing any more games, right? I picked up a Pokemon that has been banned in many draft leagues, has been banned in OU. We dropped Jetray, and we picked up Jetray. We got Mega Latios. I am so hyped for this mon, guys. Mega Latios is a really, really, really good Pokemon. Base 130 attack and base 160 special attack. This thing can be run physical. This thing can be run special attack. It does get access to Dragon Dance and everything. Base 1 speed is pretty good. It's got really good defenses as well. This thing could be run bulky, it could be run offensive, it can run really, really fast. It only gets access to Levitate, which is really cool. It's not great, but it does give us an immunity to ground types. So we do have that. We have 2 immunities to ground types now that we picked up another flying type. But this mon is just really, really, really good in general. I think it's going to do a lot for our team. It gets Tailwind, it gets Screens, Flip Turn, which is really cool, Recover, which is really nice. And, it's my boy Aim's favorite Pokemon. I had to bring Latios for Aim, and we got to drop some Dracos in his honor. I ordered the varsity jacket of his on day 1 when he dropped that, guys. Hell yeah, I needed that drop a Draco varsity jacket. AIM has done more for my competitive knowledge than any other creator, I think, out there. So, I'm super excited, and we had to bring Jetray. We had to pick him up. I got my Ben 10 watch right on my... Yeah, see that? Ben, if I can... I got the Albedo one and the regular one. So, hell yeah, I had to, Jetray had to come, right? It's such a good Pokemon. It does get access to Dragon Dance as well, so if I wanted to bring a physical set, it's very viable, but it can be run very, very bulky as well. I think it's just really good, and that, completing our Dragon Fairy Steel Core, I think Mega Lati with Urshifu and Metal is such a terrifying, group of Pokemon. I just think it's really, really good, and, its defense is, less than, it's still base 100 defense, but, I could bring in Metal to take any physical attacks aimed at it, and it's just really, really good in general. So, yeah. So moving on to the next one. We dropped Salamence, and I picked up a Pokemon that I feel like... I had to pick up one Pokemon that was a comfort mon for me. We picked up Frozone the Weavile. As you guys know, I have drafted Weavile in many different seasons of the NPBA. This is my 3rd or 4th season drafting this thing. I've used this thing in competitive time and time again. Weavile is my 6th favorite Pokemon of all time. It's such an awesome Pokemon. I love this thing. I have used it extensively, right? I know how to use Weavile. I know how to use it properly. I think I'm very good at using Weavile, and the only other Pokemon that I think I've used more than Weavile in draft or in competitive in general is Gastrodon, right? So Weavile is definitely... I think having Frozone on the team is going to be one that's super, super cool for us. And I'm just hyped in general because, like I said, it's one of my favorite Pokemon. I've used this thing in competitive a lot. Having this comfort mon for me that I know I can just throw on the team and build and to do some damage, it's just really, really awesome. 120 attack is the same attack as Mega Lati. Insane, right? Base special attack. It does not have base 145 special attack. I think it has base 45 special attack. There's no way that thing has that. I think I just miswrote that on the stat spread. Does not have base 145. I think it's got base 45. And I just didn't delete the 1 in front of it. So it's not super bulky. 4 times weak to fighting types is what it is. Base 125 speed. Insanely fast. This thing gets pressure to drop the PP of... PP. Drop the PP of the move that the opponent's going for. As well as Pickpocket's also nice. I tend to run Pickpocket a lot because Focus Sash is like my go-to item on this thing, so we can pick that up. Get Swords Dance, Triple Axle, Ice Shard, Knockoff Taunt, Low Kick. A lot of those really, really, really cool moves that it can get. So, yeah, really fast Taunt Mon is really, really good in general. So, I'm really excited we picked this up. But that's the reason why I had to drop Galarian Mr. Mime, so... Now, in the place of Mousehold, we had to pick up another Tier 3 Mon, guys. We picked up Togekiss, right? Now, Togekiss is another Pokemon that I have used. I think I've only used one season of the NPBA. I've used it, but funny enough, the only season we've ever used this in is the first season of the NPBA that we won, right? We've won 2 seasons. We used this in our BDSP season, which is by far the best I've ever done. I cracked like top 50 in the world on doubles OU on Showdown, which is like I actually think it might have been closer. I think I was like top 10, actually. No, I was. At one point, I was top 10 in the world in doubles OU for BDSP. The best I've ever done in like competitive, and unfortunately, that was not very long-lived. But I won that season, and yeah, it's against Ninblocks too. I remember the final battle was just really, really good. So, but I've used this thing. Tinkerbell's a really, really good mon. It's very bulky, gets Serene Grace. So we got hacked out in week 1 with a Serene Grace Iron Head. So maybe we can redeem ourselves and get some Serene Grace Air Slash flinches this week, or not this week. We're not even bringing it this week, but just in the future of the season, right? It also gets access to Tailwind, so we have that. D-Gleam. It doesn't get Moonblast, which really sucks. Focus Blast, Fire Blast, Air Slash, like I said. Roost is really cool. Super Luck too, so we can increase crits. So if I want to run like Scope Lens, Super Luck, like we have that. Base 120 special attack is really good. Like I said, it is relatively bulky. 95 defense, 115 special defense, 85 HP. Not like extremely, but it is pretty bulky. And then 80 speed is okay. That kind of help us out. But I think this thing is just going to be really, really good. And I needed a better fairy type. So now coming in at the other tier 3 spot is a mon that, like, I'm not gonna lie, I've never even used it at all, but I had to pick up another Sticky Webs user. So we picked up Probe the Orbeetle. Now, I have never used Orbeetle ever. And I was looking at a Sticky Webs mon, and I saw that, and I was like, man, base 110 defense, base 120 special defense, and then, you know, base 60 HP. But those defenses, that's pretty good. Plus, the base 90 speed is really, really good. It might only have base 80 special attack, but this thing is a really decently bulky mon that I can come in and use Sticky Web with. Plus, it gets Swarm, and it gets access to Frisk if we want to see what our opponent's item is. Like, it's a really good mon, and I could, like, Sticky Web U-turn, plus it gets access to Recover, which is really cool too, and Screens, plus it gets Magic Coat to fire back, like, non-damaging moves, which is really cool, and then Infestation as well if we want to keep somebody in. Like, overall, this is a good mon. Will I ever bring it? There's a chance I might not bring it at all, but hey, this thing is actually pretty good for our team, and I think it's pretty cool. So, now we had to pick up 2 Pokemon in Tier 4. I always like having a normal type on the team. I really, really like having a decent normal type. And, I saw one in Tier 4 that I've actually thought about drafting in previous seasons, but I never have. We picked up Cantonian Tauros, right? Another really, really good mon. Really good in Tier 4. This thing, it hits really hard. It's also got Sheer Force, just like our Nidoking. So we can, like, Life Orb Sheer Force this thing with, like, Body Slam and do a lot of damage. It also gets Intimidate, so we dropped Salamence, but we picked up another Intimidate mon, which is really, really, really cool. It's got base 100 attack, which is really nice. It's not super bulky, but, you know, it doesn't have the worst. And base 110 speed, another really fast mon that can do really, really well for our team, right? Plus, it gets a lot of really good coverage moves like Close Combat, Earthquake, Zen Headbutt, Iron Head. It gets Raging Bull, which is that fighting type move that Hisuian, Paldean Tauros got that gets rid of screens. So we drop Screen Cleaner, but we do have a move now that gets rid of screens and is a fighting type move. Really, really, really cool in general. I think this thing is going to be really good for us. So we got Bessie here. And then the last but definitely not least, I felt like I had no idea what I needed to pick up in Tier 4. But, you know, another grass type might have been good. I wanted another Eviolite mon. I picked up probably one of the best Eviolite mons out there. We picked up Wildvine the Tangela. So, Tangela, not Tangela. I always say Tangela because there was a Pixelmon Let's Play when Pixelmon just first came out, like 10 years ago or more, and one of the YouTubers that I watch always called it Tangela, and now it's just stuck in my head. But I know it's Tangela, right? It's a really good mon. I think this thing is really cool. I haven't used it really in competitive really at all. I have used Tangrowth. I have not really used Tangela. It does get Leaf Guard, not really too worried about that. Regenerator is what I'm excited about. Eviolite Regenerator, with it having stuff like Synthesis and Giga Drain in order to get health, and then we can pull it out and regenerate it back. Another really, really defensive mon with the Eviolite, taking it to like absurd defenses. It's got base 40 special defense. I really wanted a really, really bulky special defensive mon so we could have Metal and an especially defensive one. But having this does allow us to be really, really defensive. And it's got base 100 special attack, so not bad at all. And it's got base 60 speed, not really too worried about that. But, it does get stuff like Leech Seed, Substitute, which is really cool. And then Sleep Powder and Stun Spore, too. So I can put stuff to sleep, paralyze some stuff. It's just a really good mon. So, yeah. But that is the team, or is the transactions that we made. Let me know what you guys think about it down below. Alright guys, so this is the team we are bringing against the Los Angeles Slow Kings and Coach King Jesu, or TNA Lynch, for week 3. I don't have week 3 on here. I must have forgot to put the 3, but we are fighting King Jesu. Like I said earlier, he's got a really, really scary team, and like I said, we need to kind of pick up this win. So I'm going to kind of go through this a little bit fast. I already recorded this, and I didn't realize I did. So his team recorded this, but I didn't actually hit record. So his team consists of Mega Blastoise, not Blaziken, Heatran, Kartana, his Z Captain Snorlax, a Terra Normal Water Dragon Ditto, Terra Electric Fairy Steel Jolteon. He's got all 3 of the monkeys, Simisade, Simipour, and Simisear. He's got the Roaring Moon, and he's got Hisui and Braviary. So he's got a lot of really threatening mons. Snorlax Belly Drum is really scary. And Shell Smash Blast Mega Blastoise is really, really scary. He's used Mega Blastoise before, and in this league, and he swept us with Mega Blastoise a few seasons ago. I think it was like 4 seasons ago or something. A couple years ago, he swept me with Shell Smash Mega Blastoise, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, very, very, very scary. Heatran's not a terrible threat, but it is, kind of scary. We know Kartana, we drafted it before, very, very fast. Hits hard, but it is paper thin. Ditto, I'm terrified of it coming in and reverse sweeping me with our team. The monkeys aren't terrible threats. He could set up Sunny Day with Simisear or Heatran for Photosynthesis on Roaring Moon. I think Roaring Moon is really, really scary for us, especially if he's booster energy speed. And then Hisui and Braviary, I'm not really too worried about. Could go for like Tailwind stuff, but I'm not really too worried about it. So the first Pokemon we're bringing, guys, we gotta go hero and bring going hero and bring Jetray for the first week that we have it. This thing I think is really, really good. We are modest, 252 EVs in special attack, 252 in HP, remaining 4 in speed. We have Levitate, obviously, and the Latiosight. We have Thunderbolt, Aura Sphere, Draco Meteor, and Calm Mind. Now, I had Calm Mind because I didn't know what else to bring. I guess I could have brought Ice Beam for the Roaring Moon. But I feel like if he does bring it, it's either going to be booster energy speed. It's going to be boosting speed for Latios, and he's most likely going to have it in Sun. If he does have it in Sun, it's always going to outspeed us. So no sense in having that. I don't really think there's anything else. Plus, I had to bring it for AIM for week 1, guys. Drop some Dracos. So we got Thunderbolt for Blastoise. Specifically, it also hits Braviary as well. And Simipour, I guess. Aura Sphere is there for the Heatran, and for the Snorlax, but mainly there for the Heatran because I don't really have too much other stuff. Like, Draco is resisted, so it's not going to like it, so we have Aura Sphere for that. Calm Mind, I would like to click if I can, but again, I'm terrified of the Ditto. I'm not going to click Calm Mind if he brings Ditto, unless Ditto's gone, because the last thing I need is to set up with Latios, and then have him bring it in reverse sweep us with our own Pokemon. I have done that to other people, not in this league, not in any draft league, but in regular competitive, I have swept people with their own Pokemon with Ditto before. I know how crazy that can be, and I'm not setting up and giving him the option to take over with all my stat boosts and sweep me. Like, that's not going to happen, so. Next up, we are bringing Regieleki. Modest nature, 252 EVs in special attack, 252 EVs in speed, with remaining 4 in HP. We have Transistor, and we are Choice Specs this week to do as much damage. He doesn't have a ground type, which is really good, but he does have a Volt Absorber. We do not have anything but electric type moves on Regieleki this week. I didn't realize that until right now, and I have to do my battle, so I don't have time to really change that. So guess what? We're just gonna rock it, right? We're gonna rock with it. If it comes down to it and I lose because I don't have like E-Speed or Explosion or something for the Jolteon, so be it, right? But I think just the combination of Thunderbolt and Volt Switch is gonna be really good for like the Mega Blastoise. We do outspeed we outspeed Blastoise with +2 Shell Smash, I believe. If he's not max speed. If he's max speed, we don't. But Choice Specs is going to be good for a lot of his rest of his Pokemon. Thunder Wave is there if we really need to slow something down. If I really feel like maybe firing it off on a Kartana or maybe Blastoise or something else can come in, that might be better. Electro Web is just there because I needed something else. And if we need to slow something down as well as do damage, we have that. As always, we can't not bring him. We're bringing Balboa with the Urshifu this week with Unseen Fist. We are bringing Fightinium Z specifically for that Snorlax because I'm a little nervous that Close Combat won't one-shot it. And if it does that and then it gets up whatever it does, and then I think even if it has Normalium Z, I think it still might KO Urshifu. So I want to be able to just knock that out. Plus, getting like an all-out pummeling in on Blastoise is really good. On even something like, obviously Kartana and Heatran, but like pretty much on any of his Mons except for Braviary. Even if he brings in Jolteon and he's, our own Balboa, Fightinium Z is still going to do a lot to it, right? And then we have U-Turn as well, which might be nice, and then we have Taunt, right? Taunt specifically because we outspeed Blastoise before he Shell Smashes. So if we can come in with this, taunt the Blastoise, stop it from setting up Shell Smash, that's our best bet. We have another Taunter here in Frozone coming week 1 after I drafted him. Had to. I think it's really, really good. Taunting, again, he's faster than a non-Shell Smash Blastoise. Being able to taunt him, stop him from doing that's really great. Knockoff is really good. I don't really need any other Dark-type move this week. Knockoff is just going to be good to knock off anything on any item on any of his Pokemon. It's just going to be really good. He's got literally nothing that it wouldn't be worth it on, except for maybe like Roaring Moon after it's used its booster energy. Or even then, even if it doesn't have booster energy, it's Choice Band or Choice Scarf, even knocking off that is really good. We have Life Orb too. Triple Axle is going to be good for a lot of his mons. Ice Shard as well, and then Taunt. So, but Weavile is him, so like I couldn't just not bring him. The next Pokemon we are bringing Terra Water King Quake this week with Sheer Force, Life Orb, 252 EVs in attack, 252 in HP, remaining 4 in speed, right? Yes. I don't have 252 EVs in HP on Weavile. I just remembered that was there, but it was in attack in speed, and then remaining 4 was in HP. I don't think I swapped it from whatever Pokemon I had imported in. So, but we have Earthquake, so I think Earthquake's still going to do a butt ton of damage to, like, Heatran. Heatran could be Air Balloon, so we do have to worry about that. Another reason why I'm Terra Water, I can Terra Water Aqua Tail on it, which would be nice. Poison Jab is there for the Simas Sage, but it's mostly there for a Terra Fairy Jolteon. I think is probably better than going for Earthquake. And then we have Thunder Punch is there for the Braviary if I want to try and catch him in on the switch, or if he thinks that he can bring that in to avoid an Earthquake. Not so much. I'm going to hit you with a fistful of lightning, bro. And then last but definitely not least, we're bringing Tangela. So I really was nervous about bringing him. I really didn't want to bring Tangela this week because I didn't really feel like it had a super good thing, but I'm like, if I could bring him in against Blastoise, that's just really, really, really good in general. He does not have great special defense, but that's why we're a calm nature with 252 EVs in special defense with the Eviolite, right? Now, we are really good special defense really good defense, really good HP with Regenerator. You know, I take damage, come out, come back in, right? Giga Drain is good for his mons. We do have HP Fire because I really want him to bring Kartana and then bring Kartana in and be like, ha, he can't really do anything. And then I hit him with an HP Fire, 4 times effective, knock him out, right? We do have Protect. I have Protect, I had Leech Seed on this thing, right? We specifically have Protect because I want to bring this thing in on Blastoise and I want to Protect to see if he has Ice Beam, right? Because if he has Ice Beam, we have to switch out to something else. We cannot stay in because he's going to knock us out if he's Shell Smashed. If he's not Shell Smashed, I don't think he knocks us out because it's not Stab. And we have the Eviolite. If we don't, I think he still knocks us out. But if we have it like knocked off by like Roaring Moon or one of his... Does he have any other knockup mons? I don't know if the monkeys get it. Either way, or if he's transformed into my Weavile and knocks it off. I don't know. But, and then we have Sleep Powder, which is also really nice just to put his mons to sleep. Save claws and effects so we can't put more than one. So, but Protect is there specifically to scout for that Ice Beam on Blastoise. But that is the team, guys. Like I said, we need to win this week. Otherwise, we go 0-3, and I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight. So, wish me luck, guys, and I will see you in the battle. Alright, guys. So, here we are in the battle for week 3 of the NPBA against King Jesu, coach of the Los Angeles Slowkings. We are just waiting for him to send me a challenge now. But I want you guys to let me know down below about what you guys think about the team, the transactions and stuff. And you better have watched it. If you're here, I know I put in the timestamp so you guys can just skip to the battle. But I really appreciate if you guys would go watch the other parts of it. So, yeah, I'm very excited about getting into this, guys. But if we lose this battle, I'm going to try not to be salty, like, honest to God. But if we end this week with 0-3, guys, I'm going to be... Because then it's like, then we have to win every single battle for the rest of the league in order to make playoffs, right? We have to win the next 4 battles. And if we lose one more, then, you know, it is... Then we're, might get down to a differential. And if we lose 2 more after this... we definitely don't make it. So, I'm just going to try to have fun. Like I said in the team builder, I'm a doubles player, man. Like, I really, really, really am. I'm a doubles player and playing in a singles league, but I've done so much double battles recently, and I have not played singles in such a long time, especially Nat decks. Like, ugh. So, but here he is. So, we got TNA or King Jesu. Exactly pretty much what I expected. I did not expect the Galarian Braviary, but there's the Ditto. I was really hoping he wouldn't bring that, man. I don't really want to have to worry about him copying me, but alright, we're gonna say good luck, have fun, and then we're gonna send it. We're gonna send it. Do I want to lead Frozone or Balboa? I feel like I need to lead one of our top mons because of the Blastoise, right? I feel like maybe just going Balboa is probably the best bet, because then we could... Or maybe I could just go... That's Poraplex, not Powerplex. But, I feel like we gotta lead. Well, he's gotta know. I'm gonna lead Balboa, right? He's gotta know, right? He's either gonna... He could just lead... Actually, maybe if that's the case, then I don't... No, because I was gonna say, if he leads Jolty, I'm thinking I lead Powerplex, and then goes for a, Volt Switch or a Thunder, whatever it is. I could just go King Quake, but then he could just Terra Fairy. I'm really nervous about... We're leading Balboa. We're leading Balboa. TNA Lynch does tend to take a while with his picks. So, okay, there's the Braviary. He's probably going to go for a Tailwind then. Then, at that point, what? Do I just go... At that point, I probably go Frozone at this point, because I don't want to... Because he probably just goes for a Tailwind. I'm faster by 4, unless he's Choice Scarf. I don't have the calc pulled up. I don't know how much I do with... We are adamant. Here, I'm going to pause this quick. Alright, so I want to calc this really, really quickly. We're going to do... almost typed in Balboa. Urshifu, Rapid Strike. Blank set. We are Adamant with 252 Amber Adamant for attack. Now we have Surging Strikes. I want to see if that kills. I don't think it does, but I do just want to see against the Braviary Hisui. Yeah, no. Even with no investment in bulk, we're doing like 90.5 max. Yeah. Alright, I think I gotta go Frozone here. I think I have to. Esper Wing, okay. I think he thought that I'm... actually, no, that was probably just safest for him. I feel like I want to knock. I don't think he stays in here. So I think I just want to knock on whatever comes out, right? I'm going to knock. If he goes Blastoise here, we're not going to be able to knock off the... not going to be able to knock off the whatever item, the Megastone. But I will... That would be cool, though. Actually, I feel like it would be cool for me, but like if I was in the opposite direction of it, I would be very mad if that was the case. So I don't think that's what we're gonna do. But if I do that, then we can click Taunt because we should be faster either way, right? Heatran. So I get a knockoff on. Oh, that does a lot. Assault Vest. That's really, really, really good for us. Okay. Then I go Kingquake. Right. I have no reason not to. Could go Jet Ray as well. Could go Jet Ray as well. I'm trying to think what's better. I feel like maybe Jet Ray's better here. We're going to do that. We're going to go Jet Ray here. Protect, really, really, really good for us. I'm going to Mega Evolve. And I feel... And I'm going to click Aura Sphere, right? Come on, knock it out. There we go. Heatran is gone. Heatran is gone. Awesome. Jet Ray. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I swear to God. He's going to go Ditto here and drop a Draco, and I don't have anything to take it. That's the thing. Don't go Ditto. Don't go Ditto. Don't go Ditto. Don't go Ditto, bro. Okay. Good. I clicked Thunderbolt. He's most likely going to... Mega... Okay, come on. Oh, 18. That's not going to be... Shell Smash. There it is. Okay. He's most likely going to go for an Ice-type move here. I don't think I sack Jet Ray. Do I sack Jet Ray, bro? Just to get in Wild Vine? God. Okay, wait. Let me see. What would Blastoise... Let me see. What is... I don't think that Powerplex... is... Okay, so we'll say he's +2 right now. It's going to be 384, 499. If he's max speed, that's going to be 510. If he's max speed, if he's not max speed, we outspeed with Powerplex. Do I just sack? I'm gonna. Yep, there's the Ice Beam. I'm gonna sack Jet Ray. I kind of had to here. I think I'm gonna go King Quake. I'm gonna Terra Water, and we're gonna click Earthquake. I think that's our best bet. There's the Ice Beam. Don't kill. Oh, we take that for days, bro. Get out of my face, Blastoise. We take that for days. Am I not Sheer Force? Oh, I am, but Earthquake obviously doesn't. Yeah, okay. Blastoise is gone. That's really, really, really big for us right now. He's probably gonna go Jolt. Don't know why he wouldn't. I don't outspeed Jolteon. 394, 207. There's the Jolteon. I'm trying to even think if it's worth saving King Quake at this point, because I'm gonna click Poison Jab. Okay, yeah, he's gone. I'm gonna go Wild Vine. Okay, 394, 255. I'm gonna go Wild Vine and click Sleep Powder on whatever wants to come out here. He could just go into Ditto if he thinks I'm going for it. Okay. Alright, so you're sleeping now. I can come in with Frozone. Is definitely our best bet. Frozone 383. That is still not outspeeding Jolteon. Wow. I also don't have anything. Man, I should have had something on Powerplex for the Jolteon. I really should have. There's no way he's Quick Feet, right? So, yep, he's going to stay asleep. I'm going to click Knock Off in hopes that he goes... Oh, he woke up. And he's... Okay, Dazzling Gleam. That's way too much. Okay, so we knocked that out, which is really good. But then he just comes in with Jolteon. And then I Ice Shard it. And... yeah, I would have to Ice Shard it. That Jolteon's going to be an issue. If we lose this, it's going to be because of that Jolteon. It's definitely max speed here. He's only shown Thunderbolt too, but like Balboa definitely goes down, right? To a Thunderbolt. Yeah, I'm going to click Ice Shard here. Because there's no point in me not. Okay, Ice Shard. That does so much damage, bro. Okay, I'm gone. I can now click Giga Drain, though. Or do I click Hidden Power Fire on him switching out into Ditto? That's a really big risk if I do that. I'm gonna do it. Nah, dang. Okay, so I'm gonna do it again though because I don't know if he doesn't know what I have, right? I could just click Giga Drain actually. I'm gonna click Giga Drain. Okay. So we do click Giga Drain here. We do get a little bit of damage back. I'm gonna Sleep Powder on it. He could just go for a Z move, but we are max defense with the Eviolite. Okay, so he's sleeping now. I go Balboa here and click Z Power Close Combat. Because then if he goes into Ditto... Yep, okay, get out of here, Snorlax. So all out pummeling. Snorlax is gone. Yeah, there's no way he was outspeeding that and taking that whatsoever. Yep, there's the Ditto. I think I just click Close Combat and then go into Wild Vine. I think I have to. Close Combat. That's not going to do a ton. Oh, with the defense, do I get the kill? Oh, no, I think we won here. I think we do. I'm going to click Close Combat. He's going to kill, but I don't think he can kill Wild Vine. I click Giga Drain. I'm going to say GG, bro. Let's go, Wild Vine MVP, bro! Let's go. Oh my god. Tangela being a Pokemon I almost didn't even bring. Tangela being the MVP, bro! Let's go. Oh my god, I knew Wild Vine was the best. Let's go. It's going hero, bro. It's hero time, bro. Oh my god, it's hero time. Wild Vine. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. Okay. First win. We are 2-1. We are 1-2, guys. We are 1-2. This is our first step on our comeback. Guys. Whoo! Your boy made the good transactions, made the good kills this week. GG's to TNA, man. That was so scary. I was so nervous of that Ditto coming in so many times. And if he had killed Wildvine, I had nothing. I really didn't really think about that. I knew that he had Volt Absorb on Jolteon, but I'm like, I need to have Regieleki, but I didn't have a single... I should have had... I should have had Explosion or E-Speed on it just to hit the Jolteon. So, but GG's to TNA, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the team down below in the battle. God, he had me on my knees. On my knees? Whoa. He had me begging on my knees that he wasn't going into that Ditto. Like, whew. Okay, guys. That's going to be it for me. So, like I say at the end of every video, I need to get out of this room. It's like 80 degrees in here, and I don't have a fan because I don't want to affect the audio, and it's like 90 degrees outside right now. I think it's, it says 85. So, like, it's not 90, but it's close. So, but, GG's, guys. So, I will see you in next week's video. Nitro General is out. Well, like I say at the end of every video, I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Nitro General's out. Peace.